In this video, I tried to go viral on Scratch, but there's a special twist. I only have 24 hours to do it. If you haven't played Scratch games on the Explore page yet, you'll know, unless you're a Scratch glazer, that 90% of the games are very poorly created. So today, I'll be seeing if I, a professional game developer, actually has the skill it takes to go viral on Scratch. I started this challenge at exactly 2 p.m. because I woke up a little late and I had to air my fish, but for the first hour, I just took some time and explored the Explore page on Scratch to see if I could find some cool ideas. And I'm not gonna lie, most of the games were literally just rip-offs of Geometry Dash and Minecraft platformers.
But not this one game called Chicken Jockey. Yo, this one is actually hard as heck. I did not expect this. Also, it kind of has like 1,100,000 likes, so it kind of explains the Scratch algorithm in a nutshell.
But I really didn't want to make a platformer because that would be the lazy way out. And unfortunately, there was a huge obstacle in my way. The Scratch Explore page hasn't been updated in months. Projects haven't been able to get refreshed and removed or moved onto the page. So I basically need a miracle to make my Scratch game go viral. Anyways, after some time, I finally found a game that looked pretty good. I mean, it didn't look pretty good, it was just a good idea. It was called Minecraft Cave Escape. In the game, you play as Steve and you have to dodge the falling blocks. I guess you could basically call it a scrolling platformer, because the more blocks you jump on top of, the higher you go. But 30 seconds into playing the game, I somehow glitched into the stupid cactus block and I lost my high score. This game sucks, so let's remake it. So let's make a new Scratch project and get to coding. The first thing I need to do is start drawing the player. So I started off with a rectangle and then I drew 2 circles. They were supposed to be eyes like those generic platformers, but they end up looking like glasses. This player literally looks like the in real life nerd emoji, but we're gonna keep it. Next, I drew the boxes or the wooden crate thingies that would fall down and kill you. And then I needed the wooden crates to start spawning in at the top of the screen, so I had them create clones every single second. And then when I pressed the green flag, here they go starting to spawn. So now that the wooden crates are falling, there's a small problem. You see, in the original game, the blocks collide with themselves and they pile up on top of each other. The thing is, in a sprite, you can't actually detect if a clone is touching another clone in the same sprite. Unless you come up with a hack where you drag out the touching block into another sprite, select the original block sprite, and then drag the touching block back. And now we have a hacked block, and the blocks can now collide with each other. Oops, looks like my computer crashed. I quickly fixed the crashing bug, which was caused by the blocks just touching each other infinitely, and now that the crates were falling, let's code in some quick player movement. So first, I created a gravity variable so the player could actually fall, and then I made the player be able to move with the WASD keys because arrow keys are for babies. But I can literally walk through the wooden crates, so it's time to code in some collision detection. So it was now 2:13. I'm 13 minutes into this challenge, which doesn't seem like a lot of time, but I don't even have a completed game yet. And remember, I still need time left over to advertise my game and actually make it go viral. 33 minutes later and I'm still stuck on this annoying collision detection bug. I found this scrolling platformer tutorial by this random YouTuber, but even when I followed the code, it still wasn't working. My player was phasing like crazy through the platform, so I decided to take some time off and figure it out tomorrow. I woke up early the very next morning, but when I went to air my fish, one was missing.
I swear I know that it's just not me. This morning I was gonna go and feed it some food. He was not there at all. Like, okay, there goes the snail that died a couple weeks ago. There's the grass, the skull, the leaves. But where is my fish? I swear it's like this dude has camouflage. This bro just went up and evaporated. Like the video and subscribe and I'll give you updates if I ever find my fish. Let's please have a moment of silence.
I blame the fish. And also, I forgot to mention something. The timer doesn't pause when I leave my computer, which is a shame because that's 19 hours and 7 minutes out the window, which means I only have about 5 hours left. It was his fault. Anyways, we might as well just finish and share this game and get this challenge out of the way. Let's get back to fixing some bugs. After completely remaking all of my code, I finally got the collision detection working. Kind of. So now, no more walking through walls. Finally, let's get the rest of the game working. I also clamped the wooden crates to a grid pattern so they wouldn't overlap with each other and fall in between them. Then I drew a game over screen, finally, and coded in so if you get stuck under a block and had nowhere else left to go, you would die. And then after all of that, I finally created the thumbnail for the game. And now that I look at it, the player kind of looks very nerdy, but it's okay. So I finally give the project its name, Stacky Factory. Yeah, I know, it's super original. And finally, on hour 22, it's time to share my first project.
Oh, Scratch Gods, please. Please make this project go viral. I'm praying to you. I'll do anything.
After sharing the game, there are a couple strategies that I'm gonna use to go viral. Or at least, hopefully go viral. The first strategy, it's time to add my project to a bunch of trending studios on the Explore page. I'm gonna have to hope that some random person scrolling the project studios, which is unlikely because they're probably on the studio to add their own projects trying to go viral like me, plays my game, which again is very unlikely. So I decided to make my own studio and add my project to it, so it would only have my project in it, and I can invite my followers to all play the game, and we could all rejoice happily. The last time I used the invite curator feature, which was probably a couple years ago, Scratch let you choose from a list of your followers and who you were following. But I guess people have been getting spammed with invites, so now you have to manually choose who you want to invite, so this totally ruled out my studio option. At this point, I was getting kind of desperate because I only had about 2 hours left in the challenge.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man.
I'm not gonna lie, this wasn't exactly my proudest moment as a professional scratcher, but hey, I gotta do what I gotta do. Anyways, back to spamming my project inside of studios because that's what the tutorial said to do. I put one advertising link on the trending game on one of the Explore page games, but I didn't do any more because the Glazers in the comments probably would have mass reported me. Alright, so I figured if I could get people to play the game if I challenged them to beat my high score. Sort of like rage baiting, but I would get attention on my game and views. I need the views. It's the very next day after I shared the project and added it to all of those studios, so let's just see how many messages we racked up. My project was so good I bet it got added onto the featured page. It had to have gotten top loved in the 15 hours it's been shared for. None of you could have ever even remotely comprehended that Stacky Factory, the game that took me 10 hours to create, racked in a total of
7 messages. Only 7 messages? What? I put my heart and soul into this game. Are you serious?
Moose Dude 39 says, high score no worky. Yeah, he's kind of right about that. I totally forgot to add in the high score variable. I mean, I did add in the variable, I just didn't code it in right. So let me fix that real quick, and there we go. Loaf of Bed says, the game is a little glitched, but how did you make the effect where you go up and it does the thing? Yes, the thing. I totally know what you mean by the thing. Are you talking about scrolling? Do you not know what scrolling is? Crazy Coder 93 says, could you add arrow keys controls, please?
I specifically designed this game without arrow keys on purpose because arrow keys are for babies. You know what? I quit. Going viral on Scratch in 24 hours is not possible. I am not doing this again. I hate this. Like for I went viral on Scratch in 48 hours.